the city manager for the city of Decatur, and welcome everyone to the city of Decatur. And this is a little city that's going big on soccer. And this city is ready to go big on the fan experience for the FIFA World Cup 26 tournament. But before we unveil our plans, I want to recognize some of our elected officials whose support is vital to our event's success. We have Decatur Mayor Patti Garrett. You'll be hearing from her. Decatur Mayor Pro Tem Tony Powers. Decatur City Commissioner Kelly Walsh. And our DeKalb County CEO Lorraine Cochran-Johnson. And also, as we prepare to welcome the world to our world-class city, we are excited to see so many representatives from international consulates. So thank you so much for being here. And we're happy to have you here, and we hope that we'll get to cheer for your teams next year. And now, I'd like to introduce Decatur's Mayor Patti Garrett, an avid soccer fan herself, and she will share how we will celebrate the world's largest soccer event.
Thank you, Andrea, and I will say good morning again, and welcome to Decatur on this beautiful morning. We ordered up this weather special for all of you guests, so we're glad you're here. In 1996, Atlanta hosted the world as the Olympics played out on an international stage. And the city of Decatur played an important and unique role in hosting the fans and visitors from many countries. In fact, Decatur even hosted the Irish Olympic team and a delegation from Burkina Faso. That experience helped fuel our enthusiasm for playing host to both local and international themed events. In fact, Decatur's 6-word story bears this out. Decatur, there's a festival for that. We host many, many festivals. From the Arts Festival, which just concluded this weekend, to Porch Fest, the Beach Party, a craft beer festival, a wine festival, and many, many more, Decatur is known for hosting fun, safe, and welcoming events. Fast forward from the 1996 Olympics experience to this past July, the city of Decatur created an advisory committee of residents, business owners, and soccer lovers to plan events and activities during the FIFA World Cup 26 tournament. The outstanding work of this committee has brought us to today, when I'm proud to announce the launch of Decatur Watch Fest 2026. You may have noticed our t-shirts. The outstanding work of this committee is very much appreciated, and now we want to tell you about the events that will be taking place. The city plans to offer music, games, food, and beverages right here on the newly renovated Decatur Square for those who want to be a part of it. So when you come back for the Watch Fest, you'll see a newly renovated square. We'll have a new performing stage on that end. The gazebo will be gone, and this area will be opened up. And we'll have a children's play area on that end of the square. The plan is to offer all of these wonderful events to everyone who wants to be a part of the most passionate and popular sport, and to see Decatur's premier international stars, either on the large screen on the square or showing in pubs and restaurants. As you know, soccer is huge in Decatur. Every single match will be shown. And that's a lot of soccer. 104 games, featuring 48 teams. The final schedule will be released in December 2025 and will be awaiting with bated breath, I might add, and as many of you that are here that have your favorite international teams will be waiting for that announcement. You know in Decatur, we love our soccer teams, from Atlanta United in the MLS to our new women's soccer team, Decatur FC. If you don't know it, right, yay. If you don't know about that, you'll hear more about that in just a little while, all the way to our youth recreational leagues. And the best part is you can get to all of these festivities without a car. The square is walkable for those who live in Decatur, and for those staying in and around Atlanta, Decatur has excellent train service to the station located right below us. Woo! All right? You can be at the official FIFA Fan Fest and matches in downtown Atlanta in less than 15 minutes. You can't drive that fast. Let me just tell you, you cannot get to downtown Atlanta in 15 minutes. And who better than MARTA's Chief of Staff, Stephen Parker, to talk about MARTA and the important role it will play in moving people around the region safely and efficiently during the World Cup tournament. So please help me welcome Stephen Parker. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Garrett. Greetings on behalf of MARTA CEO Collie Greenwood and the MARTA family. Thank you all and all the partners in the city of Decatur for launching Decatur Watch Fest 26. We are happy to be a part of this event, which has already been referenced, will be right above our Decatur rail station. Clapworthy. A couple of weeks ago, we teamed up with Soccer in the Streets and Mayor Andre Dickens to welcome FIFA President Gianni Infantino to Atlanta. It was fun to be at the event and to get a chance to look and gawk at the trophy. But what was really exciting was the energy and the excitement of the children who, at that station, were eager at every turn to chant, "Let's go West End, let's go West End." They were sitting there just like all of our fans who attend a lot of the Atlanta United supporter sections. It was a great opportunity to showcase station soccer to FIFA leadership. This program, Soccer in the Streets, is creating vibrant community hubs all along the metro system where kids from all over Atlanta can come together and be a part of this great sport. Station Soccer is bringing together kids from all walks of life, and we've now opened 6 pitches across the region. The goal is to end up with 10 of them across the entire system, and that will complete our league of stations. So kids from all these communities can hop on the train and compete with each other along the system. Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that clapworthy? There it is. Events like the one at West End and the one here today in Decatur demonstrate Metro Atlanta has become known as the soccer capital of the U.S. I'm sure you're aware that the U.S. Soccer Federation now calls Metro Atlanta home, with the Arthur Blank U.S. Soccer National Training Center currently under construction down in Fayetteville. And today, we are adding to that momentum. MARTA will be ready, both for the Club World Cup this summer and the World Cup next year. Do you know what our specialty is? Do you know what our distinct competitive advantage is? What we can do that no one else can do? We specialize in moving large crowds to major events, including countless sold-out Atlanta United games. And just last week, we had a strong night of service supporting the Kendrick Lamar concert. I attended. At the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and Pearl Jam at the State Farm Arena. For the Club World Cup, we'll run extra trains before and after all 5 matches, and we're already building our service plan for the 8 World Cup matches in 26. As always, we'll have our MARTA ambassadors and our MARTA police on hand to help customers get where they need to go. We're so proud to be a part of Atlanta's soccer story. As the 2026 FIFA World Cup comes to Atlanta, we're working hard to make MARTA cleaner, safer, and more reliable. In fact, y'all, that is our North Star, is that MARTA will be safe, clean, and reliable means of transportation for folks in the metro area. We will offer customers the best way to get to every match and every celebration. In short, MARTA will be ready to welcome the world. So I want to leave you with this. Let MARTA drive you to the matches, to the activations, to the block parties. Let MARTA drive you to Decatur Watch Fest 2026. Thank you all so much this morning.
Thank you, Stephen, and thank you, MARTA. And our next speaker is Commissioner Kelly Walsh. And Kelly is one of our city commissioners. She's also a member of our soccer advisory committee, and she's the proud mom of a college-level soccer player. So join me in welcoming Kelly Walsh.
Thank you very much. There is a lot that goes into being a soccer mom, and it took all of 10 years to figure out all of it. Hi, I'm Kelly Walsh. I'm thrilled to be here. Anytime I get a chance to try and pair a t-shirt with a blazer, it's also a good day. So thanks for joining us to hear this information firsthand. Behind this effort, Decatur Watch Fest 2026, is a whole community, which I'm proud to represent, our other elected officials. But not only that, a whole community full of soccer fans, parents, athletes, and volunteers, plus the many business owners and vibrant restaurant and retail district that is a destination to enjoy any day of the week. I've been serving on the committee that will be bringing these plans to life over the next year. We have talented individuals. Is there a good way to avoid that? We have talented individuals who are bringing their expertise across so many disciplines to make this become a reality. And I can assure you, you're going to keep hearing this message. Soccer's what we live for here. It's really special. So whatever you call it, soccer, football, footy, all of it, we are a diverse and dedicated fan base, no doubt. So our town was built for this. It will be built for this. We need just a little more time to get our square ready, as we've discussed. But we recognize, and this is something that I want to emphasize, it's about building community as well. We all know there's economic development in this endeavor, but there's community to be built and broadened as well. And that's why we're excited to invite the world, but also bring our own community even closer. So we can build community just as we did in 1996 when the Olympics came to Atlanta. Decatur literally was the hometown to the world during those 2 weeks. Our city, twice named an All-America City by the National Civic League, prides itself on being welcoming and making sure everyone is safe and has a great time while they're here. We want to be your home away from home. No matter where you're from, you're welcome here. So if I could share just a few creds that we think make us a great place to invite you and make you feel welcome. We're looking forward to the world coming to watch soccer with us. We are a UNICEF-recognized city, which means we're child-friendly. We celebrate youth and include them in all our decision-making regarding government and our schools. We have a really high engagement across our entire community with the way decisions are made, an example being the very square planned and renovation that you'll be witnessing over the next year. We're an age-friendly city, means more and more to me every day, as recognized by the AARP. We are the most walkable city in Georgia, according to walkscore.com, with an A+ walkability score. I walked here today from my house. I'll walk home. My husband walked here. He'll walk to work after this. We are blessed to have the walkability in our city, and we'd like to really show that to the world, how they could also live like this with a walkable city. So we're a walker's paradise. Park once or take MARTA, bring your bike, walk all over, and please stay a while. So we can't wait to spread the word even wider, letting everybody know just how much this sport means to our residents, our city, and its culture. And we're excited for the game. You know it's to come. The game, the drama, the thrill, and importantly to all of us, the sportsmanship. And it's going to be right here where we live, work, and play. So welcome to Decatur today. We welcome you back anytime, and definitely for Watch Fest 26. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Walsh. And now it really is my honor and privilege to introduce our next speaker, Lorraine Cochran-Johnson, who is the CEO of DeKalb County. And the county is a wonderful partner and is going to be a great partner as we move forward with the World Cup planning. So welcome, CEO Cochran-Johnson.
Good morning, everyone. Let me begin by saying it's an honor to stand this morning with Mayor Patti Garrett. Of course, Decatur is the county seat of DeKalb, and my office is just right along the way. But I want to say to Mayor Garrett, as well as the council members that are present and Mayor Pro Tem, that Decatur got it right. When you stand here and you hear the designations in terms of walkability, you would be amazed how many people reach out to my office across DeKalb and say, we want to be like Decatur. Even this morning, making this announcement shows the foresight of the leadership that exists, because next year the world will be watching Metro Atlanta. And I say Metro Atlanta because the World Cup is the equivalent of 5 Super Bowls. It will bring billions of dollars in revenue. Across DeKalb County and the metro region, we must activate locations that bring people together for what is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that will happen right here. So this morning, it is an honor to stand here along with our regional partners as we officially welcome the World Cup to Metro Atlanta for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. For us, this is far more than a sporting event. I think most people know that the culture of Decatur is we come together to celebrate everything. When we talk about Decatur, you know, we didn't mention the book festival, but it just goes on. And it's because it is truly a welcoming place. When you're here in Decatur, you feel safe. With the activation of this space that we're currently standing in and its revitalization, you are creating a world stage. And I couldn't be more proud as the CEO of DeKalb County to say that I am a part of Decatur and I am a vested partner. So as one of Georgia's most diverse and vibrant counties, we are uniquely positioned to support the success of the World Cup. We are actually preparing all across DeKalb to host visitors, to support events, and ensure that the energy of this global celebration extends across every corner of our community. We want to activate and create spaces for everyone, from the child to the child at heart. We assure you that there will be a place not only in Decatur but across DeKalb for us to come together. So it's very important that we activate cultural institutions as well as our local infrastructure. So today, many of you may be aware that our president will be meeting with the FIFA World Cup executives at the White House. In order to ensure that we're prepared, there has been an ask for over $625 million for the metro area. And I am taking great pleasure in pushing towards making sure that we receive those funds. There is a great deal of work to be done, and I want to do my part to ensure that we have the resources that are necessary to provide the meaningful experiences in a safe environment. And to that, I say to you, Stephen Parker, with MARTA, that we are grateful for your partnership. It's interesting to be standing on top of MARTA. Never thought about that before when I've been in this space. But honestly, because of MARTA, it has uniquely positioned the city of Decatur. So we look forward to working hand in hand with not only our cities and throughout DeKalb County, but also with Atlanta and neighboring jurisdictions, as well as international partners, to make sure that our 2026 World Cup leaves a legacy of pride, investment, and inspiration, not only for our region, but for the next generation of residents and athletes. So again, thank you, Mayor Garrett, for your leadership. Thank you to the council members, and thank you all for being a part of that beloved community. I'll look forward to seeing you guys at the games.
Thank you, CEO Cochran-Johnson. And I'm excited to introduce our next and last speaker. This is one of Decatur's soccer rock stars and also a business owner. So Gareth O'Sullivan is a business owner. You may recognize the business right behind me. But also, people might not know, Gareth played for the Irish Premier League team. He's the executive director for TYSA, a soccer club, and also started and owns the Decatur FC soccer team. So welcome, Gareth O'Sullivan.
Thank you. To Jen and the organizing committee, City of Decatur officials, esteemed guests, and Mayor Patti, great to be here today. Been involved with soccer all my life as a player, coach, executive, coached and played in multiple countries and all over the States. And I feel like I've got a pretty good background with regards to the World Cup, having been to the World Cup and Euros and had a lot of experiences like that I can call on. We moved to Decatur in 2011 and immediately fell in love with the city. We can walk here from our house. We loved the square in particular because of all the activities that kids could do. At the time, we had young kids, and this was like Mecca for us because we could sit there, have a beer, and take turns watching the kids try not to kill each other. But then we didn't realize the soccer impact in the city of Decatur. 2011 is when we moved, but 2012, the Euros, 2014, we had the World Cup. You had Champions Leagues in between all that. And you go to any pub around here, and they were jammed. People were watching all day, and it was a really eye-opener for me. And then Atlanta United started, and that just went nuts. And you could see founding member flags around all our neighborhood, around the community, around most of the city. So from that point of view, we really hit home how excited and invested the city of Decatur is with soccer. The last time the World Cup was here was 1994, and that time I rented a van with 4 friends. We started in Memphis, and we drove to New York, down to Orlando, over to Dallas to see Maradona, but he got banned 3 hours before we arrived, and then back to Orlando. And Ireland had actually made it out of group phase, so they were heading to Orlando to play the Netherlands in the second round. So we were driving down. I'm just a funny little story. We're driving from New York down to Orlando, and we're taking shifts in the van, and it was my turn, and about 3 hour shift in, and I got pulled over. It's about 9 a.m. and the cop comes up to the window, and at the time I had a 3-fold pink Irish license. So I hand him this, and he's looking at this, like a Harry Potter novel or something. He's like, so he goes to me and he says, "Irish man, do you know what the speed limit is?" That's my best effort at a southern accent. And I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Yes, it's 95. I've seen signs for 95 all along." And he just kind of chuckled to himself, went back to the car, came back, and he said, "Irishman, slow down," and gave me a ticket for $250. So that was my first introduction to Marion County, South Carolina. So, but having done that trip and been in 4 or 5 different cities that were hosting games, it was an amazing experience, and it's going to be even bigger this time around. And when I say it's going to be nuts, and I say it's going to be madness, guys. Atlanta's going to be nuts. Decatur's going to be madness, but it's going to be a fun madness. It really is. And when I look at Decatur and I look at the MARTA right underneath us, the hotels that are there right now, the hotels that are going up, all the restaurants and bars around here, a lot of bar owners and restaurants here, they're all crazy into soccer. You're going to see all the games on. You're going to see specials. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, for me, we probably won't make it, Ireland, unless, you know, some aliens abduct two of the teams in our group. We're probably not going to make it here next summer, which is unfortunate, but because the Irish fans always give it a good time. I did see it on one of our last games, an Irish fan had a T-shirt that said, "Irish forwards, making goalkeepers safe since the 90s. So, but no, finally, I'm going to just finish up with just a couple of comments that I wrote, and I don't want to get them wrong. So in 2026, the World's Game comes to our country, and right here in Decatur, we're ready to celebrate it like nowhere else. Watchfest isn't just a viewing party, it's a reflection of who we are, a city that shows up and stands together. From our parks to our patios, our schools to our streets, soccer lives here. And when the world tunes in, we want them to see that Decatur, Georgia is not just watching the World Cup, we're living it. Welcome to Soccer City, USA. Welcome to Decatur. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Gareth. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming out. We're excited to celebrate with you. And now we encourage you to follow us on our socials. So we're at Decatur Watchfest 26, and our website is DecaturWatchFest26.com. And again, we'll see you all back here in June of 2026.